pick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Gets away from one, finds some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. You count up those explosive plays in a game and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40.
Blue 22.
Quarterback may change this route. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
They'll line up for a second down play. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And a great job by the defense stringing that ball along. But when I'm the offensive player, man, I see I'm not going to get anywhere, lower my shoulder, get that extra 2 or 3 yards to always try to make the situation more manageable on the next down.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Leaping grab for a big gain. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys on the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback keeper. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And they get it down short of the first down marker.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Here's Sellers to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The Gophers will take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Sellers. Lost one deep down the right side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Again, it's Sellers. Under fire. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, it looked like he was going to... First down there, you're the quarterback, you're the coach, you're thinking, all right, fresh set of downs. Offensive coordinator's already looking at his play sheet, getting ready to dial up the next play, but not so fast, David. Defense comes away with a massive takeaway.
Huge takeaway, and think about it. You're trying as hard as you can to get him down, stop him on this fourth down, get the ball back. He gets the first down. It's a little bit demoralizing, but because you're running to the football, you get a hand on it, you get the football out. Now you get, it's like stopping him on fourth down anyways, because you got the ball and you're getting it back to your offense.
Looking for space. It's Charles. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They feed him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Timeout taken by Minnesota. That's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out, force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Marsh. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fights off a defender.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Sellers. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hauls in the deep ball. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. QB draw. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we're running. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers unleashes one. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
4th down, Sellers. Bringing the heat. Gets drilled as he will be. The ball just triples to the ground.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. He'll take it himself. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. The Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They start this 3rd quarter after only being able to muster a field goal in the first half.
Yeah, and this offensive coordinator, he has been searching that entire first half to find something that might work. You can't be more anemic than they were in that first half, David. They're going to have to find the answers to the test here quickly.
And you had a whole half to do it, to talk about it, to discuss. What are you seeing? How do we make some adjustments? This offense has got to find some answers, and they got to find them quick.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Sellers to throw. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he'll bring it back. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a grab on the shot. There he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, looking to scramble. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Makes it past the marker. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Throwing, Sellers. Rushes on him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Sellers from the gun on third down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Got enough for the first. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee!
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Sellers steps away to find some room. Under heat, he gets rid of it. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
To the air, it's Sellers. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Sellers from the gun on third down. Here comes the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Looking deep down the right side. And they gambled in their own end, and now